Okay, this one's going to be an interesting one. See what we can do with it. Wonder if we're going to reduce it. We're going 70.7. Going to make it a negative positive. So I wonder what background colour we're going to give it. It's a glossy magazine, so it should come up really nice. So we're going with magenta. Going with the brightness, it's a negative positive, so we've got to darken it. And also we've got to add some red to make it warmer. I don't know what we're going to do with the hue. Going to make it a little bit cooler. Yeah, we're going to make it cool. Going all the way with the black. Let's see how we go with this. What is it? We have here a Vision. This is a lifestyle magazine, Chinese lifestyle. Yep, we're going to just do that. I'm going to make this one into something interesting, so we're just going to put her on the glass. So I'm just going to move that around. So let's see if we can make this come up a treat. We just got to push it up over the edge a bit so we can just keep moving it. I don't know if that's going to make much of a difference, but anyway. It's not easy slipping and sliding on this glass. Actually, it's not too bad with this kind of glossy thing, but when you're trying to, but sometimes the paper doesn't slide across because I used some Windex that doesn't go well with this application, and it made the glass really not slippery, the opposite, slippery, grippy. It grips the paper when you're trying to move it and you can't get a smooth movement out of it. Oh, fucking dead, look at this. She looks all over the place, colour-wise as well as movement-wise. I wonder if we're going to do something a bit more interesting. I wonder if we're going to do that again, or maybe we could... I don't know what to do with this one. So I'm wondering if we're going to try that again. Going to try her again, doing that in a similar fashion. We're going to maybe... I think the magenta is too powerful, and I think the hue looks shit because she looks too blue. She's like blended blue with just the green lips. We've got to make it a bit more green. So the greener end of the spectrum is the warm end of the hue spectrum. So we're just going to add a bit of warmth instead of cold. And I'm wondering if maybe magenta is a bit too much. So I'm wondering what we're going to do. So we're just going to leave it on magenta, and let's see what else we can do. So maybe, let's see how we go. Okay, all the way, and let's see how we go. Finish and then start. Okay, out it comes. Right. Now she looks a bit too green. Actually, the blue looks better because the lips are showing. And I think we've got a bit of a texture here. I think we've got a fixing problem. It doesn't look like too much problem. Yeah, we have a fixing problem. There's a bubbles on the... You can't see them, but there's like bubbles on the surface of the paper. Anyway, I better get going quickly because I'm going to lose my fucking settings. So I'm just going to put that back. And we're just going to... I don't know why we got the problem with the surface, the texture of the paper. You can feel the toner has got lumps on it, like bubbles. And that shouldn't have to be there. But magenta looks shit. It's too fucking outrageous. I'm wondering if there's a better colour we can use for this. So I'm wondering if we're going to stick with magenta because we're going to probably reverse the image. So now I'm thinking maybe warming up the hue wasn't such a great idea after all. So we're just cooling it down. I don't think we're going to go that far, surely, if it's going to get that cold. And we're just going to add some more red. So let's see how we go again, and just hope that this machine isn't having problems with the fixing of the toner onto the paper, which is a technical issue here, and I just hope I don't need to call a service technician to fix it if it gets really bad. So let's see how we go. Okay, right. Let's see if cooling the hue has made it better in this case. Let's see if cooling the hue has made a better contrast between the lips. Oh yeah, the coolness works. And the funny thing is, it looks more like warmth than cool. But you can see the lips are contrasting nicely against the more warmer purple. It's a nice look. I think we're going to run with this. This looks brilliant. This is going to be our original. We're just going to see if there's any lumps on this paper. We have got some lumps. I don't think it's enough to... I hope it's not going to be a problem, but I'll have to keep looking, observing it anyway, and maybe run a blank sheet of paper through at the end, so we don't have any offsetting on the upper roller, if I'm correct. Or I don't know where the offsetting happens, but I know that it makes a mess. It can make a mess anyway, so we're just going to put it up there. So this will be our new original. So I'm wondering if we're going to make it negative positive. So we're going to keep it like that. I think I'm just going to try and decide whether I'm going to make it negative positive or whether I've got to take off the negative now, or maybe I'll see if I'm going to leave it on or leave it off. Take it off. I think I'll take it off. So we've got background colour. We're going to switch that off. We don't need it. And wondering if we can just go back and use our trusty old copy density, and we can maybe add a little bit more contrast. Maybe the hue can be put back to 0, and we're not going to use brightness. So let's see how that goes to start to create our mirror image. I don't know why we got the problem with the surface of the image feeling like there's bubbles. It's not good. I've had worse before where you can actually see the toner coming off and you rub your fingers over it, or you see the bubbles, especially in the black areas of an image. And I just don't want to wreck this machine if these bubbles are gonna interfere with things. Now I've done one thing wrong. Now that looks good, and it's nice that we got a yellow background, but we forgot to reduce it. Forgot to put it to 100%. So we're just throwing our dud copies over there, and we're just going to quickly make a gear change, and all we have to do is that. We just have to make it that, and now it should work. It should look really good. Apart from the fixing problem, the slight fixing problem, this demo looks like it's going to be a rip snorter. Let's see how that goes. So let's see, we got here. Now I'm trying to work out what looks best. I think she looks best like that. So we got her there. That's our first quadrant. And we're going to hit off another piece. We're just going to ignore the fixing problem for now and just get this demo done. Okay, that's our second image. It's going to the bottom right. So we've got these two images, the same image. And all we have to do now is make 2 mirror images to complete the job. So we're going to just go here and let's just take a deep breath, and we're just going to go and mirror image two sets of the same shit, and we're just going to be fine. Okay. Oh, I heard a clunk, a clap noise, like a plasticky sound, like a tapping noise. That didn't sound too good. There's all sorts of weird things I hear with my photocopier that I don't know what the fuck is going on. These are our mirrors. So these are our opposite running images to these. So now we're just going to put them in their little spots, in their little corners. So let's see if we can make this one come up a treat. And see if we can line them up nice and neat. Oh yeah, a bit of a rhyme. Sorry, folks. Let's see if we can make this look good. So that little corner's poking out a bit too much, it looks like, but we'll soon find out. Now this is a little bit curled. Sorry, folks, about the curling. It's not something that's within my control at this stage. But anyway, now I do hate it when that just flicks up like that. But it's not perfectly arranged. You can see it's really quite difficult to get it nice and neat. But anyway, that's our Chinese lifestyle magazine reimagined. I like the blue face, really nice.